What's up, guys? Trip Smith here, Hammersmith Sports. Got a good friend of mine, also a former client of ours, Spencer Smith. We're going to sit and talk a little bit about what we've got going on, working together on some projects. Spencer owns and runs Triple H Tackling Academy. We're excited to announce we're going to be partnering together to bring some of his tackling skills and performance training to our facility here in Norcross. Spencer played at University of Hawaii. Was a standout athlete there, came to train for the NFL draft with us, and he's been coaching since then and really has been perfecting his craft, teaching athletes how to tackle safely, more effectively, and ultimately having better performance on the field. So just want to talk a little bit with Spencer, kind of get an idea of why his tackling styles are different, why it's effective, and why you should sign up and come check out our tackling classes. So first, I guess, Spencer, what makes your tackling style a little bit different than, say, some of the heads-up programs or some of the other tackling programs out there?
The biggest thing is the head placement. The origin of this tackling came from rugby. With rugby, it's contact sport without pads. So they've had to adapt a way to tackle where there's less injuries and they can still perform at the highest levels. Growing up, playing football, I know from personal experience, from personal experience, it was taught to get your head across, get your head across the bow. Now it's come, put your head on the near side, with your head in his armpit. But what we want to do is we call it cheek to cheek. I want to get my face my cheek on the butt cheek of the ball carrier. So now my head's behind the equation. I'm tackling with my shoulder, get my head out of the equation.
So what kind of, for athletes, what kind of safety improvements is this in tackling? Obviously, concussions are a big concern these days. Young athletes get concussions. Obviously, NFL, there's movies coming out about concussions. How does this prevent, or not necessarily prevent, but reduce the incidence of concussions, especially for young athletes?
One of the main things is getting the head on the backside, what we call cheek to cheek. We want to get our head not across, we want to get behind. A lot of injuries come when we get our head across. Running backs run with their legs, when their knees come up, under your chin strap. Running backs put their head down. That's a crowning call, but they never call it. So when we put our head across, their head goes down, we get head to head. That's another way to get concussions. If I'm taught to go across, my friend's taught to go across, we're going to collide going to make the tackle, which now we can go head to head. So now with these techniques of trying to get our head on the backside, using our shoulder, our head's staying out of the equation a lot more. Is football ever going to be safe to there's no concussions? That's part of the risk of playing football.
Yeah.
But if you practice and you learn these techniques, the chances are less likely.
Now, let me ask you this: what about the effectiveness of this type of tackling? Obviously, it's going to be safer, but what kind of effectiveness are you gonna? I know I was taught get your head across the ball because you want to, not have an arm tackle, but the effectiveness of this tackle obviously has worked for years in rugby. So what kind of improvement can athletes see in terms of tackling abilities and actually taking athletes down to the ground versus having somebody run through their arms and bouncing off and all that type of thing?
Well, the Seattle Seahawks, they've been using this now for, I believe, 3 or 4 years over there. Pete Carroll used it at USC when he was there. He's shown with his statistics that his defense has become more effective each year. Less yards per play, less points per game. And he truly believes it's because of the tackling, not only because they're more effective in their technique, but also they're better players are staying on the field longer. They're healthy. They're not getting concussions. They're not getting hurt, which allows them to have Earl Thomas on the field the whole time rather than putting their backup safety. And now, that's a drop in talent. In high school, if your starting safety gets hurt, you go in the backup, it's a drop in talent. So you're always able to have your best players on the field using proper techniques to keep them healthy and more effective in better position to make tackles.
Now let's talk a little bit about. I know you and I discussed the other day, but what are some of the different approaches? So if I'm coming sideways on an athlete or on a running back versus head up versus coming from behind, do you address those different tackling styles, or if I'm coming straight ahead on somebody, it's going to be a different movement or a different footwork to get my head to the cheek, or how do you address the different, the different angles you may have at the time?
So we've addressed those three styles: the head up, and angle from behind. We call them the walk, chop, and drag. As a head up tackle, that's mainly for your safeties, your defensive backs in the open field. And a lot of coaches, we're told to hit them and drive it back 10 yards. Well, in football, he's down when you make contact. So driving it back 10 yards makes no sense. What we want to do is we want to use the momentum of the ball carrier. So when I make contact, I want to hit through. But instead of trying to drive him back, I'm just going to use his momentum to keep me safer. Do I give up a yard or two? Yeah, possible. But an open field tackle is probably already a first down. So now our main goal is to get him down the ground so we can look to play another down. In today's game, big plays is what we do scores. There's not many 12, 15-play drives by an offense. When you have that, there's more chance of turnover, penalties, whether it be holding, false starts, blocking the backs. So now if we can just make proper tackles getting into position, we're going to make the offense stay on the field longer, which in turn helps our defense. Which, they say it tires out your defense, but if we're keeping them out of the end zone, we're only doing the field goal. I'll take that all day. We're also running an offense. With our ankle tackle, we call it chop. That's about 85% of football's ankles. Not many people want to lower their shoulder. We don't have the Mike Ball slots anymore. So we got so. And then the drag is just coming from behind, getting the same placement, but we're just kind of dragging them to the ground. We're not looking so much for the big hit as we are looking for the tackle. We keep two stats in coaching: this tackles and tackles. And we want to have more tackles than these tackles. Right now, in all over football, that's not the case.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was at a game last weekend, and just the tackling was terrible. I was embarrassed for the defense because there were three big busted plays that the guy probably ran through 3 or 4 tackles and scored a touchdown. And it was, kind of a testament to the defense not having the basic tackling skills, which is, whether we were taught right or wrong back when we were coming up, at least we learned the basics of tackling. And, it almost seems that athletes these days, especially, the defensive backfield, are not learning how to tackle. They can catch balls all day, they can intercept the ball all day, but if somebody breaks through the second level, they're not able to make an open field tackle, an angle tackle, any tackle for that matter. They hit them and they bounce off, and the guy keeps on running. So
that's the defensive player's job is to make tackles. Whether you're in middle school, high school, college, and NFL, your contract, you are paid to make tackles. The incentives come with picks. So really, their picks are bonuses. They're trained for their bonuses when they're making these picks. They technically, linebackers, they get paid to make tackles when they're not making them. Defensive line gets paid to make tackles when they're not making them. Missing a lot. Defensive back is the same. So, like we talked about, quarterbacks throw thousands of balls in the offseason.
right.
Why are defensive linemen, linebackers, and defensive backs not tackling all?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, I think we're excited about, what Spencer brings to the table here. I think every young athlete can learn basic fundamentals of football: throwing, catching, blocking. And now we've got an opportunity to learn the tackling component in the offseason without the risk of injury. And that's the biggest thing for training. If you can tackle and learn to tackle safely without having that risk of injury in a training setting, you're going to set yourself up for success in the future seasons coming up. So if you're interested in our tackling academy with Spencer and Triple H Tackling, check us out online, hammersmithsports.com. We'll have some more videos coming out, some more information about some clinics, camps, and then just day-to-day training we're going to be offering here in the short future. So thanks for watching today, guys. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.